Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another session. So today we are going to discuss about singular value decomposition and MIMO capacity. So what is meant by singular value decomposition and how we are going to allocate uh, different amount of power to different channels. So depending on the noise level of that channel. So that thing we are covering in this session. So if you have not seen previous videos like what is meant by zero forcing receiver, what is meant by minimum mean square error, that is MMSE receiver, and how to model the MIMO system, how to model CISO, CMO, then MISO systems. So all those things we are covering in this playlist. So make sure that you check out for those things in the playlist. You can find all those related topics for 3G, 4G wireless communication. So in this playlist. Okay, so with that said, let's start our today's topic. So SVD basically stands for singular value decomposition. So it's a central understanding of spatial multiplexing properties of the MIMO channel. So what is meant by spatial multiplexing? So spatial multiplexing is transmitting n number of signals at a time. So simultaneously we will be transmitting n number of streams in the space. So that's why it is called as spatial multiplexing. Means in a conventional communication network, we will be transmitting only one signal at a time. But in spatial multiplexing, we will be transmitting more than one number of signals at a time. So they will be received they will be received simultaneously and transmitted simultaneously. So the biggest advantages of these simultaneous or spatial multiplexing is that they will increase the efficiency and bandwidth of the system tremendously. So they can accommodate large number of users in a very lower bandwidth. So that's the spectacular thing about the spatial multiplexing which you can point out. Okay, so with this motivation we'll try to mess up through the equations, and we will arrive at the optimal power. So what is the power which has to be allocated, so at the end of this derivation. Okay, so starting with, we will be considering MIMO system which has got R number of receivers and T number of transmitters as usual. So it is denoted as R cross T. So Y will be equal to Hx plus N. So this is the system model which you have generated many a times previously. Okay, so directly we are using that one here. So let the singular value decomposition of channel matrix H be given as, so the singular value formula H equal to U into summation. So summation, it's not actually summation, it's like sigma. Okay, so U sigma V Hermitian, where, okay, so now I have got the value of H. I will just substitute it in the above equation. So the Y will become Y equal to U sigma V Hermitian into X. So just replace this H with these values here, then into X plus N. Okay, so with that equation we will now proceed further. So at the end, just assume that we are multiplying it with the help of a U Hermitian factor. So I need to multiply Y with the U Hermitian here, and also I need to multiply on the right hand side as well. So I'm multiplying U Hermitian here. So this I can denote as a Y tilde. So this symbol is called as tilde symbol, which indicates basically change, right? Then I will just multiply it inside the bracket, U Hermitian into U sigma, or I can say summation V Hermitian into X plus U Hermitian. For this multiply, for this component just multiply one side, and again for the second component. Then I will be getting U Hermitian into U will become I. So that is basically 1. So summation V Hermitian I will be left, and X is as it is. So U Hermitian into N I can denote as N tilde, that means change in noise. Okay, now I have got an expression for X here. So X will be equal to V into X tilde, that is the V channel coefficient vector, and the X tilde means the changing factor here. So I will just substitute this one in the above equation. Summation V Hermitian. So V x tilde I have put instead of x here, and plus n tilde. So remember this one, we will be using this one in the further steps. So n tilde is equal to U Hermitian into n. So after that, what I can write, summation x, that means you can see here. So this is the Hermitian component and this is the pure component. So they will cancel each other. So that will go to 1, and we'll be left with summation x tilde plus n tilde. After that, I can summarize our equations with the help of this metric notation. So y1 tilde, y2 tilde, and yt tilde are the signals which have been transmitted, and this is the channel coefficient matrix for relay FED channel, and these are the symbols which have been transmitted: x1 tilde, x2 tilde, and xt tilde. So this is the additive white Gaussian noise which will be added to each and every signal when it is transmitting through the channel. Okay, so after that, what I can write individual equations here. So y1 tilde will be equal to sigma 1 into x1 tilde plus n1. Y2 tilde will be equal to sigma 2 into x2 tilde plus n2. So similarly at the end, yt tilde will be equal to sigma t into xt tilde plus nt. So like this, row and column wise, and this is multiplied, right? So simple. Next thing, I have got equations. Now the above system shows parallelization of the MIMO channel with four information streams being transmitted in parallel. So this is very important. You can see four different types of symbols are being transmitted in this one. So these are the symbols, x1 tilde, x2 tilde, up to xt tilde. So these are the symbols which have been transmitted simultaneously. So from that one we can say that the capacity will be increased here, right? So now I have transmitted the symbols. Now I want to find out the optimal capacity. So what is the capacity of this system, so that I can find with the help of capacity equations, right? So I'm doing that one. Let's see. So now the covariance. So before that, we just find out the covariance of the noise here. So this is noise, that is n tilde. So covariance for that one is nothing but this component and multiplied with its Hermitian component. Okay, so what I can do here, you will see. So Rn tilde will be equal to expectation of n tilde into n tilde Hermitian. So n tilde I have shown you, n tilde is equal to u Hermitian into n. So previously we have seen here. Okay, so u Hermitian into n is equal to n tilde. So the same fact I am using here. Okay, then u Hermitian into n, u Hermitian into n tilde, the Hermitian. Then just multiply these inside the bracket here. So u Hermitian into n as it is. So u Hermitian and Hermitian, so double Hermitian will cancel and we'll be left with u here, and this will become n Hermitian. So after that, u Hermitian I can take outside, then I'll be left with n into n Hermitian into u. So keep these two elements and take out those other two elements because they are constant. After that, this I can denote with the help of sigma n square into I here. So as we have seen in many derivations previously, then u Hermitian into sigma n square iu. Then I can leave because it's an identity. Then sigma n square into u Hermitian into u will become again 1. Okay, sorry. So we are right. We need to actually write I here. Then I can write IT as well. So for T transmitters, it is indicating. Then u sigma n square u Hermitian u into IT. This will go to 1, and sigma n square into IT will remain here. Okay. So this thing I can actually represent with the help of the parallelization equation here. So general form how I can write with the help of these equations. So see, yt sigma t xt plus nt. So just replace t with I here. So yi tilde equal to sigma I into xi tilde plus ni tilde. Okay, so once you do that one, then you can draw a MIMO SVD parallel channels like this. So these two components are being multiplied here, so I will take a multiplication component here. Okay, then what are the inputs for that multiplication unit? So xi tilde and sigma I. So I will give x1 tilde and sigma 1 for this one because it is y1 I am getting. So after that, I need to add these two things here. So how I can add? With the help of plus operator here. So for that input, one input is the output from this one, that is this component, and the second one is the ni tilde. So n1 tilde, the output from this one is taken and added together to give y1 tilde. So that is y1 tilde here. So similarly do for second one, just replace 1 with 2, and here also 1 with 2. And for nth general case, I can write xt tilde equal to xt tilde into sigma t, and added up with nt tilde, I'll be getting yt tilde. So like this you can draw the the parallelization channel here, right? So that is up to how to do that one, that is how to transmit a number of signals. Now I will try to find out the optimum capacity for this SVD channel, right? So I can do that one. Let us see. Now the channel capacity Ci can be derived as, so this is the general equations which is used to find out the optimal capacity of a channel. So this is Ci equal to log to 1 plus Pi sigma I square by sigma n square. So Pi is the power at the transmitter. Okay, so sigma is covariance, and this is for the general case. Then it can be thought of as a collection of T pipes here. Okay, so what we can draw from this one is, so it is something like this. There are T pipes. I mean, there if there are three pipes, then these capacity will be equal to a big pipe, which will be getting after adding these three pipes here. So all these pipes can be added up together to give a optimal capacity in terms of a big pipe. So only the meaning of this thing. Okay, so I have got n number of channels. I mean, and it's a spatial multiplexing, so I will be having different channels here. Those different channels capacity I need to add up together to find out the optimal capacity or the final capacity of this channel. So that's why I'm taking first C1, that is log to 1 plus P1 into sigma 1 square by sigma n square. C2, just replace I with 2 years, log 2 into 1 plus P2 into sigma 2 square, sigma 2 square by sigma n square. So for nth case, I can write Ct equal to log 2 into 1 plus Pt sigma t by sigma n square. So from these three equations, I can conclude by saying that the net MIMO channel capacity is given by C equal to summation I equal to 1 to 3. So I is changing from 1 to up to t, log 2 1 plus Pi into sigma I square by sigma I square. Okay, so this is the general formula which is used to find out the optimal capacity of a SVD channel. So if you have got any doubt in this one, then you can just comment below, or else if you want any other topic, then you can check the playlist. I mean, when you are seeing the video already, it might happen that the video has been uploaded. So before you just move ahead, if you like the content, then please hit the like button, and if you have